All right, today I'm going to show you how to clean a car. This is a very dirty car right here. I'm just going to go over all the details of how I'm going to get this clean. I'm going to be detailing the inside of the vehicle and the outside. And you can look at it right here. You can see the tires are filthy right here. Tires are filthy. The car, it is dirty on the inside and outside. It's been cleaned out, cleared out, but it needs to be cleaned. If you come in closer and you look at the hood of the vehicle right here, you can see how dirty it is. You can see dirt all on here. It's like ground and dirt on there all over the car. Bird droppings on the top. Look at this right here. Bird droppings right on the top right here. You can see this. It's pretty bad. We're going to get all of that off of this car right here. I'm going to show you the outside of it, and then I'm going to show you the inside. You see all of this? It's a lot of dirt, and this being a white car, it accumulates dirt and it shows up a lot more. If you look on the inside, you can see that the seats, there's sand on the seats, sand underneath the mats, all sorts of stuff. I'm gonna get in, we're gonna detail all of this. If you look at the cracks and crevices of this right here, you can see dirt piled up on it, sand everywhere, sand in the seats, sand on the floor mats. Gonna get this detailed. You see down there, look at all that sand that's built up in there. It doesn't smell quite the fresh is in here. It doesn't smell bad, but we're gonna get this fresh. I'm gonna show you the supplies that I'm gonna be using to clean this. All right, you can see on the windshield, there's a lot of dirt on the windshield right there that needs to come off. Let's go in the back seat and you can see all the stuff. Look, all this dirt and grime in here. All of this is going to get clean. All of this right here. Pull all this stuff out. Let's check out the back seat of the vehicle. See, there's also dirt in here, dirt on the floor. I'm gonna look at the trunk. I'm gonna show you the trunk now. It's just a lot of dirt caked up on here. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the trunk. Look at all this. And in the trunk, you can see how dirty it is right here. All of this is gonna get up. So let me show you my supplies that I'm gonna be using to clean out this car. Clean out the car. We're going to get this washed. I'm going to take it through a drive-through car wash, and then they're going to also detail it to a degree, but they don't do a great job, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more to it. Let me show you the supplies. All right, some of the things I'm going to be using to clean out this car is, this is the first thing that I have right here. This is Arm & Hammer Fresh Sensations inspired by nature carpet odor eliminator. I sprinkle this inside of the vehicle and let it marinate inside of the carpet before it gets swept up. So this is one of the things that I'm going to be using. Put that right down there on the dirty car. The next thing I'm going to also have, I have Windex 2-in-1 glass cleaner right here. Okay, so it's a glass cleaner plus rain repellent. Applies a beaded technology to enhance driving visibility. And it shows you what it's going to look like. I'm going to be using that. Put that down there. And then next in here, I also have a dust for electronics. I'm going to be using this to clean some of the insides and get some of the detail, the dust from out of the cracks and crevices. Place that right there. Then also, I have ArmorAll tire foam protectant. After I take this through the car wash, I'm going to put this ArmorAll protectant on the wheels of the vehicle, on the tires of the vehicle, to give it a nice look. It's not too shiny. As you can see right here, it says natural finish as opposed to a extreme bright shiny finish. It's touchless, powerful cleaning, protects and conditions, restores deep black look. All right, put that down there. So these are supplies. We're still going in. Also, you're going to need some microfiber cleaning cloths. Microfiber cleaning cloths, good for applying the Windex, good for wiping down on the inside as well as the windows. So you have that. Also in the goodie bag, also have these glass cleaner wipes right here. These are disposable wipes. These are used to clean the glass. I'll be using this for the inside with the glass cleaner. Also inside, I have ArmorAll original protectant wipes right here. This is good for cleaning off the dashboard of the vehicle and some of the things on the inside, such as around the radio center, the steering wheel. It's good for cleaning around there and making it look really nice. Also in my goodies bag, which just fell a little bit, is I have right here a detailing brush. You see this right here? This is good for getting inside of the cracks and crevices of the vehicle. A detailing brush is definitely needed. And then to cap it all off, I have something for air freshener, keep the car smelling fresh. This is Scent Bomb, okay? So this is Scent Bomb pomegranate right here. This is going to make the vehicle smell quite nice, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. So here are the supplies I'm gonna be using after I take it through the car wash to wash this dirty car down. All right, so let me go ahead, before you start using all this stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and put this Arm & Hammer Fresh Sensations Carpet Odor Eliminator. It's Island Mist flavor right here. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle this down. So when I take it to get detailed, they're gonna vacuum the inside of the vehicle and it will have this nice scent to it, but they'll vacuum up this right here, this sensation. So let me go ahead and get started with this. All right, so I'm gonna be using this. I'm gonna be putting this on the carpet of the floor. I'm not gonna put it on every aspect of the carpet, but just in the main areas. I'm gonna lift up this mat right here. Pull up this mat, and then I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this down in here. All right, gives a nice scent. And then I'm also gonna come over here onto this side, pull this up, and I'm gonna sprinkle some down on here. Maybe some on the seat. Get it nice and fresh. And I place the mat back in here, and I'm gonna put some down on this carpet right here. And I'm gonna put some down in the trunk. Sprinkle some of this down in the trunk and just let it marinate in there. It'll be smelling nice and fresh when they vacuum it out. All right, I scooted up the front seats and I'm just gonna apply some of this down here. There were some mats down here, I removed those, and just put some of this down on the floor, on that side, and maybe some on the seat. Just like that, pretty cool. All right, got that down. Now let's go ahead and take it to get it washed. All right, you can see right here, so what I got right here, so you can see this, I got a full service wash right here. I got hot wax and I'm getting tire dressing on here. The hot wax is going to be used in order to really coat the thing. You guys come in like my ticket, so, and then I got the hot wax and tire dressing on there too. All right, so the tire dressing is going to help with getting it clean, and then the hot wax is going to give it a nice look at the end to go along with the full service wash. So with this brush that I'm going to be using, this is detailer brush, I'm just going to go ahead and get some of the dust from out of the crevices. This way it'll allow them to vacuum up the crud a little bit easier. If I can get it out of the cracks. There's a lot of cracks and crevices within inside of your vehicle, and dust just seems to accumulate. And there's some places that you may not be able to get down, and that's where this comes into place. This is Indust. It's for electronics, multi-purpose duster. And so what I do is, it has a little nozzle on here, and I just simply go in and I get a lot of the dust out of the cracks and crevices that the brush cannot get. Okay, do you see that? I'm going to go ahead and take the brush, and I'm going to go at some other areas with this brush right here. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. I'm going to take the brush, and I'm going to go right here, and here's some more cracks and crevices where dust builds up in there. And I'm just going to take the brush, and you just simply have to just go back and forth with it, and the dust just comes out of the cracks and crevices, falls to the floor or to an area where it could be vacuumed up. So I have that, and I'm gonna go over the center console right here and just get around here. It just builds up and you don't even notice it, right? Around the CD player. A lot of things going on right here. So get all of this up. There's some dust in here. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get that up, but if they miss this right here with the vacuum, I'll just take this brush right here, and then I'll go in the cracks and crevices to get that dust out there. I can try, but that's a lot of stuff in there that deserves to be vacuumed up, and I'll just take this along if that doesn't get in there. So there's a lot of places that you could take this brush and clean out. So right here, I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna go right Get that. You can also get the vents. Okay, so the vents actually build up a lot of dust. You can take the brush and just simply go right here, and you can clean out the air vents right here on the surface level right here, so they don't look dusty and crusty. You see that? So just take the brush, go inside right here, go inside the slots, and then just go back and forth like that. See? Gets a lot of the dust out of the cracks and crevices. All right. Another area you can also get is right here. You see, this is the steering wheel. You can get right here and get some of that dust that's up in here. See this? Cracks and crevices that the vacuum probably wouldn't go to. Get some of that out with the detailer brush right there. You see that? You can see what they're doing right here. They're taking the vacuum and they're getting the floor. There's a lot of crud on the floor. Right here is getting between the seats. There's a lot of dust and a lot of food particles or whatnot. I don't know what fell through there, but there's a lot of stuff inside this particular car, and they're getting it, making sure to get the sides, because those are places that are often missed. And so he's really scrubbing to get some of that dirt that's down inside. And then on the back side, you can see right here, he's getting the trunk. Now he's getting the trunk space. He's making sure to go over all of the area in the trunk, going back and forth with the vacuum hose. I'm doing all this before I go ahead and drive inside. Now I'm just driving it through the car wash right here. The guy's telling me to line it up and just keep on going forward. I'm just gonna keep on going forward into it. And then he says, put it in neutral. So I put the vehicle in neutral, take my foot off of the brake. And what they're doing right now is just basically scrubbing the vehicle right now. They're pre-washing it, getting it nice and soaked so the grime and grit comes off relatively easily. They're putting that on. You can see there's a vehicle right in front of me, and that vehicle is going through the car wash right now. And you can see what's happening right here. So like there's a sprayer at the top right there. You see that sprayer right there? And there's sprayers at the side. And that's like a pre-wash right there. That's going to get the vehicle soaked with the water. And there's a little bit of suds coming out of there as well. You can see that. Suds coming out of there. And then you see these phalange things that's going on right here. Those phalange things, those right there are what's actually washing the vehicle. Now when you're going through here, you want to make sure that your windows are completely rolled up, closed, so it doesn't get in there. So there's a big sheet of soap going on here right now. And there was the phalange things washing my vehicle. You see they're on the side, and they go back and forth motion. Makes my vehicle dark inside. And that back and forth motion is actually washing the vehicle. Now those phalange things are right there, and now you have some spinners right here. You see these spinners? Now these are going to get the doors, and then there's something down there for the tires. You see those? You see those things right there? These things all spin in unison in order to get the vehicle clean. Now it looks like there seems to be some sort of holdup up front. So the vehicle is stopped, and then you see that there is that thing going on down there for washing the side and the wheels. And we have phalanges on the side, and this is going to give a deep washing right here with the phalanges on the side right there. And there's some more on the front, and it's just wiping the dirt and crud from off of the vehicle. You can look on the side back there. You can also look on the back. You can see it's washing pretty well. Now I'm coming towards the end of the wash. You can see this going on right here. You have them beating on the side of the windows, getting the rest of the crud down. And right here, coming along the rinse section of it here. So there's water coming down there. I'm waiting for this vehicle to move forward before the machine propels my vehicle forward, washing it. You can see the beads of water beating down off of the vehicle right here. My vehicle is stopped for some reason, and now it's going. The rinse section right here. You can see the water coming down here. The rinse section to rinse off all of that dirt and grime that was on my vehicle. It's coming off right here. Looks pretty nice going on right here. And right now it is the air dry. You can see the air from the air dryer blowing the beads of water off. getting the vehicle dry. Now they're going to be towel drying it eventually. You can see right there, it's towel drying right there after it comes through this wash right here. Pretty cool. It's almost an air dry. It looks really nice, really nice. And the vehicle's behind me, and as soon as it stops propelling me, I'm going to put the vehicle in drive. The guy's directing me to go forward, so I'm going to put the vehicle into drive, and I'm going to go forward and park it, and they're going to air dry it. As you can see, they cleaned out the car, but they're, like I said, they didn't do a good job with vacuuming everything out. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the brush in order to get some of the stuff out. So you see that right there? So you see there is crud in there, so I'm going to be using the brush, and I'm just going to sweep out some of the stuff right here that they did not get, and I'm just going to use a cloth. I'll show you how to use a cloth in a second. So I'm getting all the stuff out right here, just loosening up the dirt in here. Here's a cup holder. So they vacuumed, but they didn't do a really great job with the cracks and crevices. That's where the brush comes in hand, where I'm going to get some of the loose dirt, and then I can just take a cloth usually and wipe some of this out, wipe it down right here. All right, so you have that. But then there's also another tool that I can actually use, which is the glass cleaner right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up the glass cleaner. And this works well because I can take this, it's wet, and it's good, and I can actually use it as a wipe to clean out the crud inside of the cup holder right here. Do you see all that? I'm cleaning it out with the wet wipe. It's not even a wet wipe, it's a glass cleaner. Now the glass cleaner gives a nice look on to objects, not just glass. I use glass cleaner on things. Let me show you in a second. So I'm cleaning out this right here. So I'm using this glass cleaner, and I'm just gonna go over this right here, and it cleans a lot of surfaces well to where it gives it a nice look to it. So I can use the glass cleaner on various surfaces, just like that. And if you want to, you can go ahead and just take your dry cloth and then go over it. Look how nice and shiny it looks right here after I've used the wet wipe on certain areas and got that. You see that? It's pretty nice. And also up here, just go ahead and take this. I'm gonna go ahead and take a new wet wipe, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put this up on the screen right here and clean that off right here. See, the wet wipe or the glass cleaner, some people use the Windex. I'm not using a name brand. I'm just using this right here, and it's good on glass. You see that? It's good on glass. Getting all that up right there. Cleaning off the dashboard. Just get the handle looking really nice right here. Just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take, remember that dry cloth? And just take that dry cloth and go along it, and it really gives it a nice polish, per se, so you say, on top of it. All right, so you have that. All right, so get that all cleaned up. And then next, look at the dashboard. So the dashboard, it is clean, but you can get it a nice, shiny, nice looking clean if you use something like this. This is the original ArmorAll protectant, and I'm gonna use this up on the dashboard to get it nice and clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. And you can use this, I don't really use it on the gripping part of the steering wheel, but this part of the steering wheel, I get this, and it gives it a nice look at it. Look at it. And it won't be as nearly shiny as that once it dries, but it'll give it a nice look on it. So I'm gonna take this, and I'm just gonna go on the dashboard just like this, and just go along the dashboard. And clean all this up. It's kind of like they got the dust off of it first of all, but this right here gives it a nice look onto it. And you can just take it and do it all like that. And you can even do the handles of the door. It gives it a nice look right there. Get the door, the entire side part of the door, and get it like that. Looks really nice, it looks really clean. And don't forget to get inside of the vents. You can just take it and just take your finger and just go back and forth like that. Gives it a nice look. All down here. Gives it a nice, and even all the places that have leather on it, it actually does pretty well. Pretty good job. So go right here, go on the leather. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and get all of the doors, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get some glass, get the glass done. Okay, so let me do that. So with the glass cleaner wipes right here, I'm gonna use this. You can do this on the rear view mirror. And with the glass wipes, you can take this onto the rear view mirror and clean that. I just usually get it nice and wet, and then I go ahead and take a dry cloth and get that nice and shiny. As well as, one thing that's often neglected is getting the interior of the window. Okay, so get the interior of the window, get a nice wipe down, and this will improve visibility a lot if you get the inside. The insides usually are not wiped well, so I got that nice and wet. I'm gonna take my dry cloth, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get that in there like that. So get the nice inside. So we have this, and then I'm gonna use some Rain-X on the exterior in a moment. But I'm gonna do all the windows on the inside, and then I'm gonna do the Rain-X. All right, so I have the Rain-X right here, 2-in-1 glass cleaner plus rain repellent. And basically all I do is I spray it on here, spray it directly onto the glass, just like this. And then I go ahead and just wipe it down like this. Boosie. All right, so just go ahead and wipe it, and this cleans the glass, as well as it gives a little bit of water repellent, so when the water hits the windshield, it will repel off. So you just wipe it down like this, and then what they say when the instructions is to flip it over to the dry side after you wipe it down, and just do a nice wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi type of wipe down to give it a nice sheen. I'm gonna do this for all sides. I'm gonna get down here, see this, and then I'm gonna sweep around to the other side and do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna get over here, and I'm gonna spray it, and then do the whole wax on, wax off thing, just like that. Just like that. And then I'm gonna flip it like this. It's nice and clean. I'm gonna do this with all of the windows, including the side. Let me go ahead and get to the side. I need this on the sides. Exact same thing. So this is a glass cleaner and rain repellent all in one. You can actually do the side view mirrors as well, and just really wipe it down. Boosie. All right, so I'm gonna keep on doing this, and I'll get all of the windows to get them nice and water repellent. All right, so I'm gonna be applying the ArmorAll tire foam protectant to the vehicle. As you can see, I'm just doing this for video purposes. I already got the tire dressing when I got the car washed. They look nice and shiny, but I'm gonna show you what it is, it looks like. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the tire foam, shake it almost like a Polaroid picture, and then you're gonna go ahead and spray it along the walls of the tire. And this is gonna give it a nice look to it. It's supposed to like let the foam just dissipate. I'm gonna go over to the other side, and you do this on all of the wheels, okay? So you go ahead and spray it on. Let me show you what it looks like after it dissipates like that. And now I'm gonna add air freshener to the vehicle, okay? So I'm gonna add air freshener to the vehicle. You see this right here, pomegranate scent bomb. All right, organic air freshener. I'm going to add this to the vehicle, so I'm gonna go ahead and open that up, and then I'm gonna take this, and I'm going to pull back. So I'll pull it back, and this is what it looks like right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this cap on right here. This right here, this is the cap that you put on it. And I think you can adjust it, the scent, how much scent comes out. Yep. Go ahead and adjust the scent. I'm having full blast right here. And then put it in an inconspicuous area, perhaps underneath the seat, or if you have a space close to underneath where the vent intake is. So you can place it under the seat right here. That's where most people do it. And it just smells fresh in the vehicle. All right, so this is before. This is the dashboard and all the crud before. See all this? This is the before. All right, so this is what the car looks like inside after that they did the vacuuming. It's not the best vacuuming job, but it's a lot better than what it was. You can see the dashboard is clean. Look in the console. I'll show you the trunk in a second. So the console is clean. Everything, it smells fresh in here. The back seat, of course, there's some stains in the seat. I'll show you this in the back right there. And then the trunk, it's actually clean. They didn't do a greatest job of vacuuming, but it smells fresh in there, so it's better. So here's a good look at the exterior of the vehicle afterwards. Compare the before and after right here. And here is the after right here. This is a look of the car before I did the wash. You can see how dirty it is against the white, how much dirt is on there. Look at the hood. There's large amount of dirt on there. The wheels are filthy. Look at the rims and the top. And this is what it looks like afterwards. Nice and shiny. You can see the wheels. Nice, clean front, no burr poop on the top.